Ricardo. How are you?
Hey, Karina, I'm good. How are you?
I'm doing well. I do want to commend you on the role as Abraham Quintanilla. He's such a complex role to play, right? Like he has this cold demeanor, and you have this smirk within the series that just always comes out, but always emotes something different based on what the scene is giving you. How was that
Okay.
challenging for you? How are you able to do that? Because that's quite the departure from what we saw in Desperate Housewives.
You know, it was challenging in that, the stoicism that he has.
That's the word.
And being very, as an actor, not wanting to do too much. Just trying to really be controlled and really be uh, thoughtful about that process. But the thing is, and I've said this in other interviews, I had plenty of research and plenty of things to go off of, because when I first started watching some of his interviews early on, I recognized similarities from my father and from my tios, and because I am from South Texas, I'm from San Antonio,
Right.
and all my dad's family is from South Texas. So, and I'm like, this is just like
It's innate.
this is
Right.
this is how my, yeah, and they're of the same generation, and so I'm like, it's beautiful to see the actual interviews of Abraham, but it's like, I can incorporate, having lived with my father for 40 some odd years, and how he carries himself and how my tios carry themselves,
Right.
because it's the same kind of energy, and so I utilize that on top of what I could find about Abraham. And yeah, hopefully I did it justice.
No, you killed it, man. It was really good, and it was.
Thank you.
He's such a tough person. Obviously, somebody who loves his family, but I think you portrayed it really well. Do you know if he's watched? Do you know how he feels? Have you guys had a chance to connect at all?
I no, I don't, and we have not, which we were supposed to. I know that the family connected with our writers and our exec producers very early on to give
Hmm.
them a lot of really intimate stories and details that then they threaded into our scripts for the series.
Right.
And but the only person that we've had contact with is Suzette Quintanilla, who's absolutely lovely and wonderful and extremely accommodating and thoughtful and complimentary. And it was just really cool. I mean, it's like, man, I grew up in San Antonio. It's like, this is an
Right.
iconic story. This is an iconic family. It's like, and I'm sitting here just kind of like giggling to my on the inside, going like, I'm talking with Suzette Quintanilla. This is really cool.
Right. You're like freaking out.
Yeah,
Fan.
yeah.
Yeah. This is Selena country, Texas. I mean, I'm from New York, and I was a die-hard Selena fan from birth. You and Selena would be the same age right now.
We were born 4 months apart. Yeah, she was born in April and I was born in September.
Did you grow up listening to her music as well?
I grew up listening to her music because my father is a huge Tejano Conjunto music fan,
Mhm.
always has been. I mean, my father's puro Mexicano. So when I was in high school and when I was in college, he'd be driving his Texas truck and I'd jump inside. He's picking me up from school and he's got, KCOR or KTXN or Radio Festival playing. And, he's then invariably there would be a Selena song on there. And I, I felt like I was being subjected to it because I wanted to listen to grunge music, man. I was like,
Ah,
put me in a flannel shirt and send me up to Seattle. That's what I wanted to do,
right.
But it's funny because that music was always there, whether I was in my dad's truck or when I was at home for the holidays and around my family, or we were barbecuing on the weekends. My dad would always, I got to play a little bit of my music, and then we had to play his music,
So it's part of
and
your upbringing in one way or another.
always, always, always. And and whenever you're listening to that kind of music and you're listening to one of the radio stations, a Selena song was always popping up.
Yes,
Always.
yes, no
Yeah.
doubt about it. Now, this is such story, but I think it's even more. It fills me with pride because it's a Latina story told by Latino writers with a Latino cast.
Mhm.
What does that mean to you?
Look, I mean, representation matters. It really does. And, for a long time, the representation that we had as Latinos in this industry, it was either very stereotypical or it was very generalized. It's like, here we have a Latino character. And what we've done with the storytelling in this series is it's about a group of Latinos, but specifically it's about a family of Mexican Americans from South Texas.
Yes.
And you get that, and it feels that way.
Hmm.
And I take great pride in the fact that I am Mexican American and I am from South Texas. You know, so
Right on.
this story defines aspects of my life, you know?
So
And
even
so
you
I knew
feel
what,
represented.
yeah, I feel represented with this story and with this series. But more importantly, I feel honored to be able to be a part of it because I am part of that representation.
What's been the most exciting part about this whole ordeal? And what do you want fans to take away after watching? People who know and love Selena, as well as people who are coming to get to know her through you and your work.
This cast, you know, and that with this series, what we've done is we've delved into the the intimacy of what is the Quintanilla family. You know, it's not just a relationship about, you know, the father and the daughter. It's the family fully realized,
Yeah.
you know, and so you get to know intimately the brother, the sister, the mother, and how the family works together.
I was asking myself, what more could I know about Selena? I know everything there is to know about her. And I just continue to, I mean, gems continue to be uncovered as I watched
Beautiful,
episode. So you guys did such an
beautiful.
amazing job. Now, Selena is so loved. Do you feel pressure because of that? Do you feel pressure in being a part of the story in such an integral way?
You know, I didn't, you know, because I have been, I've known this story for so long. It's part of the landscape that is my upbringing, you know, that is my childhood and my young adulthood. You know, being from San Antonio. I mean, I remember, you know, in the late '80s and early '90s, you know, I'd pull out my San Antonio Express News, and there was another article about Selena in a concert or an award she won. You know, or we'd see her on the local telecasts. You know, so I felt very comfortable with it, but I also knew that I had to pace I had to be very careful with it, very caring with it, and give it the utmost of consideration because I'm from that region. I take
Mm-hmm.
great pride in our stories, and I wanted to do the absolute best job I could in representing this beautiful story, this beautiful family, and also our beautiful region.
Well, you did a great job. And it was the little smirk. That's what got me. It was so endearing. And I just felt like it said so much. You killed it. So
Oh man, well
congratulations.
thank you so much. That's very kind.
Okay, this is a quick Selena trivia. Okay,
Oh
rapid
shit.
fire. I'm gonna
Okay.
ask you
Okay.
questions. It's only 4 questions. Here we go.
I'm gonna fail. I'm gonna fail.
No,
Go ahead.
no, no. First question. Fill in the blank. El chico del apartamento.
I will say again.
El chico del apartamento. What apartment number did the chico? No. Okay.
No, no.
All right. Name of the tour bus.
Oh, Big Bertha. Yeah,
Yes, very good.
yeah.
AB Quintanilla's first name. AB is short for?
Abraham.
Yes, very good. Okay, last question.
I'm
Your
like,
first.
I'm like that felt like a trick question.
It wasn't. See, I got you. Okay,
Okay.
what was your first line in the series?
Selena.
Yeah. Second line.
Selena Quintanilla.
No, second line. She was supposed to be a.
Oh, she was supposed to be a tumor.
Ding, 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 ding.
Yeah.
Oh, very good. Don't you forget que el
I was
chico
like,
del
oh my God, that was so
apartamento
long
cinco
ago.
doce.
Yeah. What was that one? Tell me what was that one? What was that one?
She was supposed to be a tumor. Oh, the
No, no,
chico
no,
del
but
apartamento.
yeah.
So she has a
What?
song. It's called El Chico del
Oh
Apartamento
yes,
cinco
yes,
doce.
yes, yes. Oh my God, yes,
Yeah.
yes, yes. Oh my God. Now you got, yeah, yeah. I always get God on the songs, man. That's where
We have
everybody
so
makes.
many.
I
Yeah.
know. So
Well, thank you so much, Ricardo. I really appreciate you. I'm so excited for everybody to see the series when it comes out on December 4th. And
thank you,
you did an awesome job. So thank you for portraying it as beautifully as you did.
Karina. Thank you very much. Thank you for the interview, and thank you for your time.
No problem. Have a great rest of your quarantine in 2020.
All right. Take care.